seroprevalence, so it may not solve the problem that governments are trying to solve. And then thirdly, there are serious ethical issues around the use of such an approach, and we need to address it very carefully. We also need to look at the length of protection that antibodies might give. Nobody is sure whether someone with antibodies is fully protected against having the disease or being exposed again. Plus, some of the tests have issues of sensitivity. They may give a false negative result, and we may actually have someone who believes they're seropositive and protected actually in a situation where they may be exposed and in fact they are susceptible to the disease. Now, it's not that these tests cannot be used, but there's a lot of work to do to standardize those tests, to ensure that they're validated, to ensure that they're used as part of a coherent policy, and that there's a very clear public health objective to their use, and that they are not misused in any way. So we will look at what Chile is doing or proposing to do. We will look at what all countries are proposing to do, and we will offer the best advice we can based on science and ethics to them. Maria?
To supplement, yes, this is an ongoing issue, and we will be issuing some guidance over the weekend on this because there are a lot of countries that are suggesting to use rapid serologic tests to be able to capture what they think will be a measure of immunity. And as Mike has said, right now we have no evidence that the use of a serologic test can show that an individual is immune or is protected from reinfection. What the use of these tests will do will measure the level of antibodies, and it's a response that the body has a week or two later after they've been infected with this virus. And these antibody tests will be able to measure that level of seroprevalence, that level of antibodies. But that does not mean that somebody with antibodies means that they're immune. And so we will be issuing some guidance around this because it is a confusing area. There's a lot of tests right now that have flooded the market, and that's a good thing. It's a good thing that these things are being developed and that they are available, but we need to ensure that they are validated, and so that we know what they say that they attempt to measure, they are actually measuring. So we hope to put some guidance out over the weekend, and that guidance will be updated as more information becomes available.